let us continue and let us compare the same structure with monocot seed. A monocot seed, and we will be doing with a maize seed. A maize seed, okay. A maize seed can be called as a grain as well. No? So here it goes as a maize seed. I'll basically first I'll show the entire structure. Sorry. Okay. This is covered with, you just see it as a grain, and then here this is the part. It has the major part which is storing food is the endosperm. This is the endospermic part, and here inside when you eat a corn, towards the bottom part you will find a white colored club shaped structure, and that part is actually, it occupies a small part, and this is what is the cotyledon, a single cotyledon. A single cotyledon of grain is known as scutellum. I'll be talking about it. And here is present the embryo. This is not visible from outside. I'm just showing the inner part of it. Is it clear? The location of it. All right. So let us now see the inner part of it. Is it all right? Now one more thing. If you see a green seed, you will find a depression like this. Is it clear? This is the part where the stigma style, you remember, the style was attached. Is it clear? And after style comes the ovary. The ovary has grown into a fruit, and this is the part where the stigma style was attached. It is no more there. It fell off. Is it clear? So now here we see the inner part of a maize seed. So the inner part of the maize seed goes like this. The major part of the maize seed is occupied by endosperm. Okay, so this is the endosperm, and here is present a tiny cotyledon. It is not it is a tiny cotyledon. So what is this? Outside is present a scaly cover. I have already told you, is it? And what is the scaly cover? This is a fused fruit wall and the seed coat. All right. This is the fused fruit wall. What term can I use for fruit wall? I can use pericarp. Okay, and the seed coat, the testa, tegmen, the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp forms the pericarp fused. The seed coat, that means the testa and tegmen fused, and that forms it. That is why it is a grain. All right, this is the endosperm. All right, the endosperm and the cotyledon. See, this is the endosperm. And this is the cotyledon, a single cotyledon. This cotyledon is also known as scutellum. Single cotyledon of grain is also known as scutellum. The cotyledon, the endosperm and the cotyledon is separated by a thin layer of epithelium. We call it epithelium. It's not the epithelial cells what we have. We call this as epithelium. What it is doing? Epithelium. What it is doing? It is separating endosperm from cotyledon. All right. Now what part is this? This is the endosperm. Endosperm is rich in starch. Endosperm is rich in starch. It is not called starch. Endosperm is rich in starch. And the endosperm, the outer layer of endosperm, the outer margin of the endosperm is lined with a protein layer. It is lined with a protein layer. Is it all right? And we call it a luron layer. A luron layer. This is not present in the epithelium part. This is not present in the cotyledon part. Is it all right? So what is this? This is the endosperm. This is the endosperm, a large endosperm. The yellow color part what you see is the endosperm, large endosperm. This endosperm is bordered with a proteinaceous layer we call as aleuron layer. The endosperm is separated from the cotyledon by the epithelium. Now we come to the cotyledon. In the cotyledon you will find that there are, we call these as seed leaves. And here is present actually the embryo. Is it all right? Okay, as embryo. All right, the plumule and the radicle. Now the plumule is this will give rise to the shoot system, this will give rise to the root system. So what we will call it? We will call it the plumule and this as the radicle. Okay. The plumule is protected by, if you see this one, the plumule is protected by this side I am writing. The plumule is protected by coleoptile. And the radicle is protected by, the protective, there are leaf-like structures which are protecting the radicle is known as coleorhiza. Okay, and this whole entire thing is an embryo. This is embryo, the baby plant. This baby plant is basically, here I have shown such a big cotyledon, but actually cotyledon is not big. It's a tiny one. This embryo gets, basically it gets food from the endosperm, not from the cotyledon. So this is the basic, we have shown not only the dicot and monocot seed, we have shown the basic difference between the X-albuminous seed as I have shown in bean, and this is the albuminous seed. Thank you children, hope it is clear to you.